The approach that I prefer is descriptivism here, and it's a bit of a strange concept. So there are things in writing that you have written this essay that I think are strange, but I don't think they're necessarily wrong.
Okay.
Because yeah, a prescriptivist approach would say that unusualities are wrong and they should be changed. But if you are looking at it descriptively, we can see that a lot of times things that might seem wrong become the norm, so become the actual way that people use language. So I'm more gonna focus on descriptivism, and I'll show you some examples when I review this essay. So first example here, when I was small, I did not have much impression of my hometown. Now, much impression I have marked as having a possible improvement, correction, or clarification. And the reason why I did this is because impression is a noun. So the word impression is a noun. Do you know what a noun is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And what a noun usually needs an article. So a noun needs an article. You know what an article is?
No.
An article is a word that goes before the noun that tells you that the noun is something. So let's see. The boy ate the apple. So this sentence has two articles. So here, there are two nouns and two articles. So this is a noun, the boy, right? Boy.
Yeah.
And here's another noun, apple. Apple is the object of the sentence, but it's still a noun. So the boy is the subject, the apple is the object. And what you can see by both of these nouns is that there's something before them, which is the. And the here is the article. The here is the article. I'll mark it in red.
Okay.
Here we are. Yeah, so nouns need articles. And in your sentence, I did not have much impression of my hometown. Impression acts as a noun. What impression did you have, or how much impression did you have of your hometown? Not much. So impression is a noun. It's the object here. Impression is the object here, and of my hometown is something extra to add in the end. So you don't need this part to make a sentence. So you can just say, I did not have much impression, and that would be a sentence. So this would be a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this makes impression the noun. So this sentence, impression, is a noun. So that means it needs an article. So what can you do to change it to include an article? So you can say much of an impression, as Google would want you to do. I don't like this Google autocorrect thing, because you have to focus on something. Well, I guess I can change the language to Canada, but yeah, it still has weird things to tell you, like weird spellings and stuff. But anyways, back on topic.
Okay.
I did not have much of an impression of my hometown. So here, the article is an impression. So what impression? An impression. So here is the article. So instead of having just much impression, you can have an impression. And this is a new article for your your sentence here. So your noun of impression is supported by this article. However, I have to say this is put in green and not in yellow. So orange, my bad, sorry, not yellow, orange. Orange is a definite improvement, correction, or clarification. So that means there is definitely something that you can do better here. But why is this not orange? Is because when we speak right now, a lot of times people who speak English tend to not say certain things to save time. So yeah, I didn't have really an impression of her, or I didn't have much impression of her. And this would be more common in when you're talking to your friends. So in colloquial dialogue. I think colloquial is a good word. So I'm gonna word reference it so you know. 口语的. So because when you talk to your friends, you're more you're more informal with them. You usually wouldn't include an article here. In a formal piece of writing, you should include this article because you are trying to be professional. You're trying to seem like you know what you're doing. But if you're writing this for, let's say, a friend or not to be marked, then you don't really need an article in front of impression. You can just say, yeah, I didn't have much impression of her, or I didn't have much impression of Mahmutan, and that would be okay. But we're going to assume that this is a professional piece of writing, and so we're going to be more strict. And so we're going to add the "and" here.